Hello and welcome. Today I am going to be using Screencast-O-Matic to show you how to create a Pinterest account and create a Pinterest board. But first I'm going to show you an awesome little trick so that when you go to an external search engine and would like to pin different images to your Pinterest account, how to do that to make it much easier and much faster. So I'm going to go to a new search. Make sure to type in Pinterest goodies. And you want this website here, about.pinterest.com/goodies. There we go. I'm using a laptop, so I'm going to scroll down to this area here. Very important, do not install. Instead, click on the Pinterest bookmarklet. Your little red pin it button shows up. Just click, drag to your bookmarks toolbar. Yes, you want to add it, and there it is. And I will show you its use later in the tutorial. For now, I am going to go directly to Pinterest and show you how to create an account. If you're brand new to Pinterest, first you want to put in an email, create a password, and click Sign Up. I already have an account, so I'm going to come up here and sign in with my email and my Pinterest password. And here we go. So the idea of Pinterest is basically to allow different people to come together into one site and create all sorts of different boards with different topics, so that when someone else comes in, they can just go to one specific website called Pinterest and they can type in whatever category they are looking for, whether it's for an art portfolio, whether they're looking up a certain celebrity, whether they are creating a school assignment, cooking, baking. The possibilities are just absolutely limitless. For the sake of this tutorial, as I said, I am going to show you how to create a board. So after you create your account or log in, you'll see your name up here in the right-hand corner. You click on that, and your sort of profile page will come up. We are going to create a board. You'll want to give it a name, a brief description, and very important to choose a category that is related to the board that you are creating, because if other people want to come in and find your specific board or something related to your board, such as in this case a coffee mug, the category will narrow that search down immensely and make it much easier to find what that person's looking for. I do not want a map. I don't want to keep it secret because I want people to be able to search for me. Collaborators means if you want to add someone else to be able to edit your board, which I do not, so I'll leave it blank. And for the sake of the tutorial, I want to make sure no is clicked so other members cannot invite other people. Create board, excuse me. There is your new board. Adding a pin. There's actually several different ways to pin into Pinterest. One is a device, choose image, and that is if you have something already downloaded or installed into your computer that you want to upload into Pinterest. Just find it and click open to download it into your Pinterest account. What I'm going to do, however, is add a pin from the web. And I'm going to go straight to my Pinterest browser. There's a dialog box down here. I'm just going to close that. And I'm going to do a general search for coffee mugs. There we go. Now what comes up here is a general search of various pins. Now what you can do is if you actually are trying to find somebody that you know, you can click on boards. and just find the person that you're looking for related to the coffee mugs search that you want. Find their, so here is somebody here. You would just click on her particular board. And there we go. She has 75 pins and 300 followers. So that is one way that you can search. Another way that you can search is if you do not want to go to a specific board but want to keep it general, which I do, click all. Make sure you are on the All Pins tab. And again, you can just come down here and find a picture already pinned. I'll click on this one. You can, and if you change your mind and don't want it pinned, you can still add a comment. And then a red button will say comment, and then you can comment on the picture. I'm going to pin it. Since I am going to repin it to my own board, I am going to change the description to what I want. Here is your board, and just pin it to your board. You have it saved if you want to make sure that it did save. And there you go with your own description. So you can pin it that way. Or, again, let's go back to the general search of all pins. If you want to narrow your search down because maybe you know you're looking for a certain style of coffee mug, that is what these are all about. I'm going to start with vintage. And as you can see, now we've narrowed it down to coffee mugs in a vintage style. Scroll through here and find a picture. I like this, but uh-oh, it did not come up the way I would like. That's okay. Just going to come back up here to the upper left-hand corner and click the blue backspace button to go back to where I started. I will try this little vintage teacup. I like that. So I'm going to pin it. I'm going to change my description. And then I'm going to pin it straight to my board. And now it is saved. Okay. So I'm going to exit out of this particular window so that I can find another specific teacup. I'm going to make sure to exit out vintage so that you can go back to where you started with your general search. This time I'm going to pick Disney. I'm going to pick on Minnie. And I like her, so I'm going to pin it to my board. Going to change the description to something fun. Come up here and pin it to my board. And it is now saved to your specific coffee mugs board. So again, just to recap, you can either go to your general search and find someone else's picture to repin to your board and how to change the description. You can also just find your own specific picture that you would like, or you can go to an external search and find something off the web. So coffee mugs, images, I'll use this black one. And this is where it was very important to set up this little pin it button into your bookmarks toolbar, because this is now what you will be using it for. An external search for coffee mugs. I like the black one. I'm going to click pin it. I do not want to upgrade. There it is. I'm going to pin it. Again, you can change your description right here if you like, and just pin it to your board. And since it was from an external site, it says here, you are now pinned to your board. I'm going to close this out because I'm going to want to find a second coffee mug image. This green one will work just fine. Again, pin it And there we go. This time I am going to change my description, and I'm just going to put green mug. And I'm going to pin it to my board. And there we go. Close that out and go back to Pinterest. Click on my board. And now, some other really great features of Pinterest is it shows you how many boards you've created, how many pins you have totaling from those boards, how many likes, if anyone's following you. And on this one it says following. You can come down here and click Browse Categories. And this is a really great feature because if you know what you're looking for, you can either come up here like I showed into a general search engine. So let's go back. So here is your profile page. You click on Following, Browse Categories, and whatever you want, just click on that and go from there. You can also come up here to this nice little tab, click on this. There is the different categories in this manner as well. So you have many different ways that you can search for what you're looking for and how to create a board and pin items to your board. You can also create what you call a secret board, which means that you don't want anybody but yourself to see. The concept is the same, but the only difference is right here you want to make sure to keep it secret. No one can be invited. There is no map. And so there you go. So again, whether it be for a portfolio, school project, you want to just create your own board and start your own blog and have people follow you, possibilities are endless, and Pinterest is also quite fun. You can really do a lot with it. Now, when you are done creating your board and you are done pinning whatever you want with your different descriptions, you can even add comments to somebody else's, like I showed you with commenting on that. Another feature is that if you want to move your pins between the different boards, I'm on coffee mugs right now. I'm going to click on these two. I'm going to go to Move. And you can actually move your pictures between your different boards. So there is my second board I would move it to. Another really great feature is, again, when you're in your little profile area here, you see this little tab with the three dots. If you click on that, you can actually share your pictures onto Facebook for someone who does not have Pinterest or does not follow Pinterest. It's a really great way to get your ideas out to other people. You can even send it to a different board, and that would be a friend's board. So if somebody else you know has a board, you can do a collaboration project. You can give them ideas. You can send whatever you want to somebody else's board. If you're not happy with your board in any way, at any time, what you would do is just click Edit Board. You can change the title, the description, if you find it's not the right category. Whatever you want to do, you can even delete the board and start over. If you change anything in here, just click Save when you're done, and there you go. When you are all done creating your boards and all the different pins, descriptions, etc., and you are quite happy with your project, make sure to come up here to your name. This little button here, you want to click Log Out. And that's all there is to it. If you're ever concerned with whether or not it did save, all you have to do is just log back in. And you will see that it has saved because, again, that is an automatic feature. There you go. There's your boards. There's your pins. And have fun creating. Thank you for your time.